Good morning. My name is Gianni Jacucci. I am from Italy. I work at the University of Trento. I'm presenting a paper named The Affordances of Technology in Use in TGP. TGP is the Trustworthy Governable Platform, a platform that has been invented by Mike Martin. And my paper is a dedicated specific review of the work that Mike Martin has done for creating TGP. The work of Mike Martin you can find easily in academia. And at the beginning of this slide, I am giving you the address. I have distributed the slides to the conference secretary and ask her to distribute it to participants. So you have it in the second slide. Mike Martin works in the UK, in Northumbria University in Newcastle. The present focus and dedicated review essay examines the, let me take out this part because it is, if I can get rid of it, I am happy, but I don't seem to be able, so let me go. Mike Martin's TGP redefines the information paradigm for institutional communication platforms, particularly useful in relational enterprises where complex social dynamics come into play. Examples of this is addressing accountability and ensuring integrity, contextual integrity. These terms I will clarify during the talk. My essay is an example of design-oriented sociology, sociology of analyzing social aspects in computer program design, so design-oriented sociology. It is the approach that I am taking in this study. We adopt a design-oriented sociological perspective to uncover how well the platform's creator ensured that its social use and meaning align with the specific situation needs from the outset. The key feature of social interactions characterizing relational enterprises, this study begins by examining the key features of social interaction that characterize relational enterprises, as identified and articulated by the author of the design process. He does this through selected theoretical approaches which show key features of relational enterprises.
Excuse me, Professor. The slides
not only functional. Sorry, yes?
The slides are not moving, Professor. Can you go to the next slide?
I'm sorry.
The slides are not moving in your system. Can you move to the next slide, please?
You want me to move to the next slide?
Yes, please.
The communicative affordances of technology that realize these social interaction features. Next, we analyze the communicative affordances of technology in action that are necessary to realize these social interaction features. The design element of the communication infrastructure that the author deemed essential. Finally, we explore the design elements of supporting information communication infrastructure that the author deemed essential to enable the appropriate options, and we compare the design elements with the requested affordance. The intended social usage and meaning of technology that users will experience are met in TGP. All this is explained in the paper, as you imagine. particular the correspondence between expected affordance in use of the TGP and the features granted by the design elements included in TGP. Ensure the user will experience the intended social usage and meaning of the technology in the context of relational enterprise. And so the goal is met. I have slides here that have 8 points in 2 slides from A to H. These are the key theory elements in the design of TGP. Then I have other 2 slides in which I report the selection of flashes of theory that Mike Martin chooses to realize those points. Again, from A to H in 2 slides, 8 points. Then from these slides, I conclude that these theory elements produce affordances in the way that has been designed in the software by the author. Again, this is explained point by point from A to H. I think that is too much of the detail to go into illustration through the talk. And so if you allow me, I will just skip that. Of course, it is in the paper and the slides have been distributed. What is the purpose of my presentation to you? My purpose is to stimulate discussion on this TGP, which is a breakthrough in imagining how to develop platforms of information communication in institutions that are able to support the needs of users in relational enterprises by having included aspects that create affordances that the users can use in action when the technology is in action. So the purpose of the essay is to stimulate discussion on what we deem a most promising enterprise. TGP has been under active technical development for a number of years now, and in the time of writing is undergoing initial trials for deployment and appropriation. And so I thank you, and that is my presentation.